Hey, it's Dave Wyman from Wyman and Bob. Time for a little pre-Germany football 101. The Seahawks are 8-1-1 playing the Cardinals in that building down in Scottsdale or Phoenix and since 2013. So I've been telling people, schedule a trip for next year. It'll be you'll get to see a win, and there's lots of Seahawks fans down there, and it's beautiful weather, and for whatever reason they dominate the Cardinals in that building. So, and then there's been a little lopsided as far as home and away. They tend to beat the Seahawks here in Seattle, but already got that done 19-10 earlier in the season. So, yeah, really a good place where they are right now. I thought some of the things that were, really good for the Seahawk offense were the red zone trips. They were 4 for 4 in that regard. And then they came back from the second half, and I talked about this in my instant reaction, that, you come out, you get a 3 and out, which includes 2 sacks, and that's just kind of demoralizing. And then you get a pick 6, even worse, the next series. And that's just one play, 1 pick 6 to Zaven Collins. And they take the lead. I think that made it 14-10. And then the Seahawks offense comes out and goes on a 13-play drive where they score with Tyler Lockett catching a touchdown. So when that happened, I thought, okay, they've got this game. So really good job by them. One of the things that was going into this on the defensive side was the matchup between Tariq Woolen and DeAndre Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins had been targeted 27 times in the last 2 games. He wasn't in the lineup the first time the Seahawks played Arizona, but the last 2 games that the Cardinals have played, 27 targets, I think 23 catches, a couple hundred yards, and then some. I think it was like 260, had a touchdown. And he did have a touchdown yesterday, matched up against Tariq Woolen, although that play I don't think he wasn't on him. But Tariq Woolen held him to just 4 catches for 36 yards and a touchdown. And he wasn't always covering him, but a good amount. And I got a play here. I just want to show you that it is really impressive for the young guy, Tariq. Hopkins is one of the best receivers in the league, and this is a rookie, and he's playing in his 9th game now. So this is pretty remarkable what he's doing here. So let's take a look at it. So here he's lined up off the ball quite a bit. Here's Hopkins here, and you'll see that he's just trying to run an in route on him. And this guy, normally a really good route runner. And, for Tariq, I think the biggest challenge for him is with his hands. Where does he place them? And sometimes you get nervous and grab a little bit. And I think that he's kind of gotten over that. So I thought this was kind of interesting. You see that Tariq Woolen's quite a ways off of DeAndre Hopkins, but he's clearly rounding this route. I think kind of lazy. If he comes up and sticks his foot in the ground, you don't know if he's going to go this way or this way. And he kind of rounds this one off, but he probably thinks, well, I'm DeAndre Hopkins and I can run whatever I want, and Kyler Murray's going to hit me with it. So, but you can see right now that Tariq Woolen's getting ready to make his break. And this is one of my favorite plays in the game, and even during the game, watching it happen, because this is perfect. The way that he's got his upfield hand on his back, or sometimes it's on the hip, and you don't grab, you just place it there. And then you reach with the other arm, and the reason why you don't reach with the front arm is because it's shorter. Because if you put your upfield hand just on his shoulder and reach with this one, you get the width of your back. So that makes a huge difference. You can reach much further this way than you can this way. But the only time that you would go with the other hand, the upfield hand, is if you think you can get an interception. And we'll see here in a minute what Tariq Woolen thinks. But right here, just a beautifully executed. And right here, just a beautifully executed technique right there by Tariq Woolen. He reaches and really it hits him pretty high up on his arm. And you'll see his reaction later, but this is pretty phenomenal. This is just textbook right here. This is exactly how you would coach up to defend a receiver. And I just threw this picture in here because he was putting his hands up to his face mask, and just was very disappointed because he knew he could actually get both hands in there and possibly intercepted that pass, which is incredible because, first of all, that's DeAndre Hopkins. Second of all, when you're a defensive back, they're not throwing the ball to you. The quarterback's throwing it to the receiver, so you have to work extra hard. And the fact that Tariq Woolen thinks that maybe he could have gotten an interception there, and that would have been his 5th interception, it would have just been phenomenal. But I think he's getting closer and closer, and he's making plays, obviously, but he's running routes for some of these receivers in the NFL that are some of the best that you'll see.